In this video, I'm going to share with you some great gift ideas for the productive person in your life. Starting now. Now, we all like to get presents, but here's the thing. You don't necessarily know what to get the person who is already super productive or the person who wants to be more productive. But I'm here to help you out. Here are 10 great gift ideas that you can get for the productive person in your life or for the person who you're kind of hoping could be more productive in the future. Okay, first up we have the Best Made mugs. These are the Benjamin Franklin set. So it's really handy. For me, I love my coffee, I love my tea, so to drink out of this mug in the morning, my cup of coffee, and to drink out of this mug tea at the end of the night, I think it's a great gift. So it's just it gives you that gentle reminder of what you need in order to kind of move forward with what you actually intend to do for the day. Check these out. Again, I'll have a link to all of the ideas in the description below, and some of those links are going to be affiliate links. So check it out. This mug set, it's really cool. Next up is this guy right here. It's called Euler by Zai. It's like a 8-sided Dungeons and Dragon dice, right? So what it is each side is dedicated to something that you want to do. It could be, for me, like for example, it's a particular mode that I want to be in. So writing mode, speaking mode. Right now we are in video mode. So what this does is through the app, it tracks how much time you're spending on a specific type of activity. It's a really neat tool for those people who want to track their time, but they don't want to use an app necessarily to do it. They want to see it. This I see every single day. I like it. I think you should take a look at it. Again, check it out, Euler. Now, for the person who loves their analog tools, their paper and their pens, I cannot recommend these enough. Bear & Fig products. This is the Confidant. It's a hardcover Confidant notebook. And then they've got their Squire pen, which was actually voted in New York Magazine as one of the best pens, if not the best pen. I think it was the best pen out of all the pens they reviewed. It is, I just love this thing. It's got a nice weight to it. It's not too crazy in terms of size, but it feels good and it writes really well. And I love the pages in this thing too. It's fantastic. In fact, you see this is where the time crafting book ideas are in here. I have a ton of these notebooks, probably more than I should. Just ask my wife. But they also make limited edition stuff as well. For example, with one initiative, I planned it out using their lock notebook and their key pen, which is made out of brass, right? It's got a nice patina to it. There's lots of really cool tools. They make bags, they make a ton of stuff. Tools for thinkers, that's what Bear & Fig makes, and these definitely help me think. So if you're looking for the productive thinker on your wish list, you can't go wrong with Bear & Fig products. I love their stuff, and I highly recommend you check them out. Next up on the list is a different kind of smartwatch, in that it does not tell the accurate time per se. I think it does though. This is awkward. The Now Watch. What I love about this thing is that unlike, all the notifications and buzzing and stuff that happens with my Apple Watch, which by the way, I love for the fitness component, and I love to be able to quickly jot down drafts using that app on my Apple Watch, but there are some things I just can do without, and I sometimes just need a reminder to live in the now and do what's important now. So the Now Watch, you should pick it up, I don't know, now? Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit promoty here for a second, because I think the fifth thing you should look at is the $5 guarantee. What's the $5 guarantee? What is this $5? Why am I, as a Canadian, holding an American $5 bill? Like, shouldn't it be a Canadian one with Wilfrid Laurier on it? The $5 guarantee is actually my 30 days of time crafting program. It's 30 days for just $5. There's video, there's audio, there's a whole bunch of goodies in there, downloadables, worksheets, all that stuff, and you can do it at your own pace. So you could either do it 30 days in a row, or you could do it over 30 days over an extended period of time. It's really up to you. I believe that when you're crafting your time, it's not something that just happens overnight. It kind of has to happen over time. So I would give it a look. I got a link down in the description, so check out what I call the $5 guarantee, which is also known as 30 days of time crafting. It's really the best way for you to get as close to me as possible in terms of coaching. So check it out, 30 days of time crafting. I'd love for you to join me. Okay, next up is a kitchen appliance. It's my NutriBullet. Now, if you've watched my how to create a good morning routine video, and if you haven't, well, you can look. Is it up here? It's up here. It's up there. Check it out. I actually showcase that. So the NutriBullet is what I use to make my breakfast every single morning. And for a lot of people, when they're trying to get on with their day and they're trying to move the day forward, breakfast sometimes doesn't become a priority. So they don't plan it the night before, they don't have time to grab it, they grab a bagel or a donut or something like that when they head out the door. They pull a Warren Buffett and get a hash brown and a Coke through drive-thru.
Hi, how are you?
The NutriBullet is honestly an indispensable kitchen appliance in our household, and if you want to get some kind of gift that is maybe a little bit outside the box for the productive person in your life, the NutriBullet is the way to go. All right, what number are we on now? What number? Dom, what number are we on?
4.
No, we're not on number 4. This is where Dom's going to put below what number we're on. He's going to put it down below. Right? All right. So now let's talk about Blinkist. Blinkist is a tool that I absolutely love because it allows me to kind of get the bare essentials of the nonfiction books that I love to read. In fact, when I was putting together my 2 weeks notice series, I wanted to get the bare essentials, the key elements, all that stuff from the books. Both of them are available in Blinkist. I really love it. It's a really inexpensive way to not only get a lot of knowledge through these amazing nonfiction books that are part of their library, but it's kind of like you can preview a book before you actually decide to go out and buy it. So I really think that you should give Blinkist a try. It's part of how I read. It's part of my reading regimen at this point. It could be part of yours too, or for that special person in your life who you want to gift it to, maybe the reader in your life, someone who wants to expand their knowledge, someone who loves reading nonfiction. If they do, you got to go with Blinkist. Next on the list is this. Oh, what? Wow, yes, it's a fashion tiara. No, it's not. It's the Muse Headband. I really dig this thing because I want to meditate. And the apps that are out there, which are great, they don't work for me as well as like seeing a visual trigger. I talked about the time Euler a little bit earlier. Same principles apply here. I love this thing because what it does is it stares at me from across the room and says, you gotta meditate. If you struggle with meditation, this could be a solution for you, or for the person who you know needs to meditate more in their life. Now, how does it work? Well, there's a companion app for it, and you put in your headphones, and you kind of go through either the guided meditation, or you can go and have it unguided. But the idea is that your brain, this reads your brain waves, right? And I don't know all the science, but what I do know is that's what they profess, is that it reads your brain waves. And then what happens is, if your brain is getting really active, then what happens is if you're listening to, let's say, waves or a beach, the waves get rockier and they get louder. But if you start to chill out, then things get a little bit softer. And then the more calm you get, the more meditative you get, then there's birds that start chirping. Now here's the thing. I love that gamification aspect, but you don't want to try to hear the birds, because if you try to hear the birds, then you won't hear the birds. It's kind of like that Star Trek The Next Generation episode where Wesley Crusher was trying to save everybody who was addicted to this video game.
Mom?
But the idea behind it is that this device, you want to just kind of use it as a tool to help you get better at meditation. Check it out. It looks kind of goofy, but it works. The Muse Headband. It works for me. Maybe it'll work for you or the person on your list that really could use something like this. Okay, I talked a little bit about analog tools already, the Bear and Fig notebooks, all that stuff. Anything that's visual. This is really visual. It's got color, shape. It's called the Mover Pad by Bravestorming. They also make a mover book, which you'll see here. But what this thing is it's got like sticky notes, and you peel them off. And the cool thing is this is magnetized. So if I was to want to move something here, and you probably can't see it but I can press it up and I can move these things around. So I use this for scheduling and things like that. I think that for the productivity person like me, they're gonna find some really cool use cases for it. So I can move like a day around, and I've got in here like my hero tasks and my daily theme, so I can see this at a glance, and it's magnetic, so it sticks to pretty much anything. over there. So then it's up on my wall and I can look at it at any time. So it might be a bit gimmicky, but it's worth checking out. I'll put a link to that, of course, like all the others in the description below. Check it out. The mover pad, all the stuff that Bravestorming has to offer. They were funded fully on Kickstarter, so things are happening, and you can see I have one. So it's not like it's phantom or vaporware. It's real. So check it out. It might be a really cool, neat gift for that person that, you know, has everything already and they don't quite know what they might want. That could be the thing. I got one more thing for you. One more. A wall calendar. Now, I have been using a wall calendar by the company known as New Year for a number of years. And a few years ago, we partnered up to make a calendar that worked with my methodology. And we call it the Now Year calendar. So yes, this is another shameless plug for something that I've made. You can get it now, and what it does is it kind of gives you the whole year at a glance. Yes, I know, you have your daily planner and you have, you know, Google Calendar and all that stuff, but there's nothing quite like looking at the whole year all in one fell swoop and being able to make decisions around that. I think there's a place in your life for something like this. You know, you can see in advance who's going to be on vacation, or if you're going to be on vacation, or maybe, you know, deadlines that you want to meet. Things like that. A yearly calendar, seeing it all in one glance can be really, really helpful. So the elements of the Now Year calendar contain the elements of time crafting. You know, you've got the theming element, the monthly themes. You've got these little boxes in the corner which you can use to track things like, let's say you're going to be journaling and you want to journal. I think that that's something, or you've completed your routines, like that's what those boxes can be there for. It's a really nice, minimal, clean calendar that looks great on your wall. There's actually a link on the calendar that tells you, hey, here's how you can use it, and then there's other things that can help you kind of modify and adapt the calendar to work best for you. It's in paper form only too, so once you put something on it, you've kind of drawn a line on there. That's what you're committing to, and I mean, I think that that's also a beneficial thing too. Digital calendars, you can make things move all the time, but with this thing, you're kind of locking in and saying this is what's going to happen. So the Now Your Wall calendar is something I think you should check out, especially for somebody in your life who really needs to see the big picture. The Now Your Wall calendar can make that happen. So there you go. I hope you have a lot of gift ideas, no matter what time of year you're shopping for the productive person in your life, or the semi-productive person in your life, or the not at all productive person in your life that you need to buy a gift for. All of these gifts are available year-round, and you can check out all the links in the description, of course, to pick them up wherever you see fit. Hey, this has been great. I'm a huge fan of getting really cool presents, and there's no time like the present to start looking for those gifts for the productive person in your life. So thanks a lot. I've now done my good things for the day, and yeah, I'll see you later.